I understand.
Well, I am a bit of a rock and roller. My name is Harry Jacobs, and I am the North of 60 Gamer. And today we are going to be looking at a brand new game that just came into my house. It is called the Doom Machine. Can you stop the machine from destroying the world? I don't know, but let's go down and open this puppy up and get a playthrough going. So I've taken the saran wrap off in off camera just so it was so small and a little bit shiny. So this is Doom Machine, and you can see it comes with a number of yellow dice and black dice and some markers. We'll spill that on the table. The game basically is that you are going to destroy the core, and in the box is the rules. Instead of a rules booklet, we have rules cards. Both are double-sided, so there's a fair amount of rules to suggest how to play, and a hard mode. And you can see the hard mode here. Here's the easy mode, and there's actually the hard mode. If you lose your health in this game, you die. This is the sentience and power. These will go up. You will play till you destroy the Doom Core. So not every card you have to destroy, but there is the Doom Core there. You can see we need 6 plus 6 plus 6. And we will have to manipulate the dice. So it's a manipulation dice placement game. And there are all the different modules. And what will happen is we're going to take 6 of these modules out, shuffle them up, put them in a pile on top of the Doom Core, and we have to play till we get to the end of the Doom Core. But that is basically what's in the box. Of course, it's a mint game, so really not a lot in the box at all. But again, it was only like a $20 game. So just to give you a bit of context on the side, I'm just going to pull this up. There is a Sleeve King 70 by 70. So you can see that it is a fairly small box. It's a little bit bigger than 70 mil. It's probably 80 by 100 or something like that. We're going to play that in a few moments, so just bear with me. So here is Doom Machine, and we've started setting this up. This is the power and sentience, and they are going to be triggered by various cards within the Doom Machine itself. I am starting on my 10 space for my hit points. I've got my shields, and I've got my utility, which we'll explain as we play. This is the Doom Core. This is the card that we must defeat, and that's going to go on the bottom. What's going to happen is I'm going to shuffle up the various cards, and then I'm going to take 6 of them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if I wanted to adjust the game easier or harder, I could put more in. And I also could play on the hard side. I am going to put these on top. I'm going to turn over 3. 1, 2, and 3. And what we're going to do is place dice, the yellow dice on 1, 2, on matching the face. That is their hit points, basically. So 4, 3, and 3. And we don't look like we have happy type cards here. And as we go out, we're going to move these along. So we'll just adjust this just a little bit over a little bit, and because we may have to make some space here. For now, this is how we're set up. This is the setup. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to roll our 5 dice. And we are going to try to destroy these parts till we get to the core. Each turn I'm going to roll my dice. I'm going to use the utility. I can adjust up to 6 dice per turn, except I only start with 5. As I destroy these parts, I will get a extra dice up to 5, so I could be rolling as much as 10 dice by the end of the game. I can put them into shields if I don't use them to kill machines, and the utility dice allows me to plus or minus 1 up, so if I'm on a 4 I can go to a 3 or up to a 5, or I can re-roll a dice, and then I'll put them here, and then we'll start assigning, and then we can pull them off, and we'll assign them here to the shields. Then it'll be the machine's turn, in which case then we're going to move down the tracks, along the track, and once it hits the end spot, it's just going to wrap around. And each does a little bit more, like this one does, deal 3 damage. If sentence is greater than 5, we're going to do 6 damage. And this one is just going to be deal 4 damage when it hits these spots, and then it's going to repair 2. So that means it's going to repair itself back up to 3. And this is damage 5, lock a die. In other words, lock a die basically says we take a die away from you. So we're going to try to kill these as best we can. So we're going to roll our dice. We'll put our right here. We have 3 5s and a 4 and a 4. Now here means I'm going to have 2 dice of equal value. So there's a couple 5s. There's a couple 4s, but we're going to take 3, 7, 10 damage. And wow, I don't know if we're going to survive long in this game with those kind of damages. This is a really unlucky start to our game. So we're going to take 10 damage. Wow. Well, I think what's going to happen is, I think what we're going to have to do, wow, if we want to survive and not take 10 damage right off, which would basically kill us, is I'm going to have to take, what's the worst dice here? Who's going to be the hardest? This is, no, I can't do that. 3 plus 3, deal 4 damage, and then repair 2. I think what we're just going to do is we're going to go 5 here, like that. We could do that, but we'd have to take 5 damage. We can't do that. So basically, any which way I do this, I'm basically just going to put these up into my shields like this. I could re-roll a single dice, but it's not going to help me because I really have to have a pair like this. There's a 10. And a single die isn't going to do anything for me in this getup. So it's basically wasted, really. So we're going to be happy with that. That is going to go down to a 3. And then what happens is it becomes the machine's turn. And from left to right, we're going to go deal 3 damage. Now what we're going to do, of course, is turn that down to 2. Then we're going to deal 4 damage. So we're going to deal this down to 1. And he's going to deal 5 damage, which we've mitigated. So we've managed to mitigate all that damage. The only problem is each turn, and let's just see if we can do this neatly, is we have to bring out another Doom Machine part. And this takes a 6 or a 1. That's somewhat easier, and it does what? It deals 4 damage. Oh my gosh, and it's harder to kill. This game is very fast, plays in about 15 minutes, and you can see that I'm already into trouble. So we're going to roll our dice. You can see we have a 5, a 5, a 6, a 1, and a 2. At this point, we're going to take about 14 damage, and there's really not a lot I can do about it, except try to mitigate it. I could do 2 damage to him like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 10 here, so I can mitigate 10 of it. I can re-roll this in hopes for a 1 or a 6. Okay, we're going to re-roll this in hopes for a 1 or a 6. Oops. So we're going to put that here. We have a 3, not particularly helpful. So we're going to put that here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take 2 off of this. So it's going to take it down to 4. So we're going to take it down to 4. And then he takes down his track. He's going to do 4 damage. Takes this down to 1. He is going to do 3 damage. Takes that dice off the pool. He is going to do 4 more damage. Nope, he actually repairs 2. Well, there is nothing to repair. Checking on the rules, it would repair 2. Nothing happens here. And then we're going to deal 5. Oh, it locks. So that says lock a dice out. So I'm going to have to lock a dice out for next turn. And that is it. So I am only going to have 4 dice this turn. However, so we are ready to start the next phase. You can see this game is very quick. Now, I have not lost any hit points to this point yet, but the Doom Machine is coming out soon. We are rolling, whoops. We are rolling 7 dice, thankfully. So we have 6, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, and a 1. First of all, let's just kind of predict damage. It says 1 power, 1 sentience. We're not going to take a lot of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're actually not going to take any damage here or here. He's going to get +1 power here. So we're going to take 4 up to 9 damage. So we could conceivably do that. Now we have 3 6s. Unfortunately, 1s do not re-roll. And so I'd love to take care of 1 + 1 + 1. This one I'd love to get rid of. Because that is, so I could conceivably do a take this down to a 3 with this. So that we can pair it with that to pair it with a 6. We could then put that a 5 here. We could try to get rid of this one too. This is the most dangerous. But you cannot go from a 6 to a 1 or a 1 to a 6. It just doesn't work that way. So the best bet would be to put a pair of 6s here. But I'm going to take a lot of damage that way, so it's not that good either. Well, let's re-roll this one and see what happens. Re-roll the 1 into a 1. So we're just going to use that in the shield for now. And how much damage? We said 9, eh? Well, I think we're just going to have to bite the bullet here and do that and use 3 + 3 = 6 over here. So we are ready to adjust our line. I'm surprised I've actually lived this long, so he's going to go down to a 5. So we'll just put that off to the side. He's going to go down to a 2. That off to the side. Starting with the player on the left, this is going to go up 1. It's going up to 2, and then the 1. This does nothing. This does nothing. This is going to give me an extra power. This is going to be important when that Doom guy comes out. He's just going to dump all over me. We're going to take 4 damage, which takes us down to 2. And he's going to do 5 damage, which takes this guy down to 1. So we've lived through all that damage. So I'm going to have to, what I'm going to do is just wrap that up like that and then pull out the next card. We've run out of space, though the core is coming out. And this is, here we go, we have a 4 going here. So you can see this game, how fast it plays and how nasty it gets. It's fun though, I'm really enjoying it. So we have a 6, a 3, a 3, a 2, 2 4s, 2 4s and a 1. So that's a 2 4. Oops, sorry, I pulled it over by accident, and a 1. That's okay. Let's just see what we can do here. Can we kill anybody? Oh, it'd be nice to take care of somebody. So you can do a 3 + 3 = 6, but it'd be nice to get rid of something. Can we 3 + 3? 3 plus 3, but that doesn't really do anything, but it is going to repair 2, which really doesn't hurt me. This guy's going to, let's see, potentially damage-wise. Sentence is sitting at 1. So 4, nothing and nothing. So we're really only going to take 4 damage across the board. So we could really do some stuff. So if I did, oh, well, let's just see what we can do here. 1 plus 1 plus 1. We can't really do anything there. So we have a 3 plus 3. That works really well. I can manipulate this down to a four, so I can manipulate this down to a 5. Let's put that there for now. We have a 1 and a 2. I can manipulate this down to a 1. Down to here. So we take our 2 1s, we can go there, and our 4 and 5 go here. So let's take, this goes down to a 3. Nothing happens here, nothing, this goes down to a 2. And this goes down to a 3. So let's take a look. We suffer up. We go down. That nothing happens here. Nothing happens here. I'm going to take 3 damage here. He wraps around. He comes down, repairs 2. So really that was useless because he just repairs back to his maximum 1. He comes down here. What's that say? He gets +1 sentience. So there we go. Up the sentience marker. And we come down here and he locks 1 dice. So we're going to lose 1 of our dice for next turn. We're down to 6 dice. Now we don't have to do anything other than turn over the Doom Machine, who uses 3 6s. How we're ever going to go. And his secret power of exploding is adding the power and the sentience. So right now we're sitting at 4.
It's different.
How?
Take a look at it.
From the multiplication tables to calculus in less than an hour.
God only knows where it'll be by morning.
It's like 5 years at Caltech in 15 seconds.
It's beyond comprehension. I don't like to think about it.
Take a look. It's going so fast, the entire system could break down.
This is going to be very interesting. How long can we survive against a Doom Machine? And this Kickstarter just came to me just the other day. So we have 1 6. We need 3 6s. I can't even manipulate the 3 6s. Let's see if we can destroy something. So we have a 2 and a 2. We have a 2 plus 2, and that equals a 4. Of course, if we do this, we have a shield. So that doesn't help us. So we're going to do, potentially we're going to do at least 4... 7, 8, 13. Oh, and if I use everything, I can only block 1 of that damage. Okay, so I think that's the best we're going to do. So we're going to take this down to a 1. You can see how important it is to have the dice. We're going to take that down to 1. There's nothing to move down to the left now. So this is going to move down, and he's going to do the damage, which is 3 plus 1 is 4. So that leaves a 2 here. He moves along, nothing. He recycles. He comes down, does deal damage plus power, which is 3. So we are down to 5 here. He moves nothing. He comes down, does plus sentience, which is 1 right now, so he is a 4. And this guy that comes along does damage 5. I can block 1, and then I'm down to 9 life, and I have 7 dice again, and it comes around to me. We really need to start chipping away. We have a 6. 3 6s. How about that? Oh, well, that's helpful. But we need a 3 plus 3 plus 6. Oh, my. Well, we can do this. So we're going to take our utilities and make this 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. I don't think we're going to take a lot of damage this turn. And we can re-roll that. A 1. Put it on the shield. That's all we can do is re-roll it once. And that is the end of our turn. We'll do this. 2 plus 2 is 4. We're going to start here, and we're going to move him down to a 5. We're going to go down here. We've destroyed him, so we're going to get the extra dice this turn, which is good. However, it is now his turn, and he's going to come down, and he's going to bump these up by 1. So he's now at 4 and 2. He's going to go deal 1 damage. Oh, sorry. He's going to power 1 in sentience, so it's 5 plus 3. Oh, my gosh. He comes down. He's going to do 3 damage to me. So I'm taking 2. 1, 2. He comes down. He's doing damage next to power. Oh, because I am up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. He does nothing. He does nothing. We have 1 turn left. Basically, I think we are down to 2 life here. We have a 6, 3, 5. We can't even kill the Doom Core at this point because we don't have enough 6s. Let's just see, is there any way of surviving this onslaught? That's the problem here. So let's take a look here. He's going to go up 1. I'm not going to take any damage. I'm not going to take any damage. There's 3 damage here. He's going to go up plus 1 power. There's no damage. So I'm really not going to take much in the way of damage. The easiest one to get rid of would be here if I could get rid of him. I'm not taking any real damage this turn. Can I get 5 out of this? I have 1. I have 2. I can manipulate this up. Or 3 pairs. I could do that. Oh, hey man, here. 1. That's 2 pair. 1 pair. 2 pair. Okay, we can manipulate this to a 5. We have a 6 and a 1. None of them are particularly good. Because if we've been through it, the most we're going to take is 3 damage right here. So we'll put our 6 here. And we have a 1 left. Not much we can do with this 1. We could try to re-roll it for a 4 and a 5. So let's see if we can re-roll a 4 or 5. Re-roll a 4 or 5. No, a 2. So a 2 doesn't help me anywhere on this board. So this just goes up in our shield. We're going to take our 2 plus 5s right here. So we are going to wipe out this machine. And this is gone. We'll just move these back. And we're going to go left to right. So sentence and is going up 1. So we have it 6. And we are at 4. He's going to wrap around. He's going to do 3 damage. We absorb that 3 damage easily enough. He is going to put the power up 1. He's just going to wrap around, and he comes to the end. Doesn't matter. Here we are, which potentially could be our last roll. We're sitting with 2 life. We have 9 dice, though. We have 3 sixes. Whoops. 4 sixes by the looks of it. A 6 and a 2. Lots of 3s and a 4. So we're still not looking at what we're going to do here. We're going to take power damage. And that's 7 right here. 11. So potentially we could do 11. We're going to take 11 damage. And this was on that's a 4. So actually we should be down to 3. I'm sorry. It's not a 6. It's a 3. We could conceivably do that. We have 11 damage to... We have a 6 and a 4. Oh. We could conceivably 11 damage, eh? See what we got here. We got a 4 we can put here. We can mitigate 11 damage. We can use our manipulation to make these both 4s. And we'll put them here. And that'll be the end of the turn. This becomes a 2. This becomes a 4. Takes 3 actually. So from the 5 we're down to 2. It is conceivable that we could get rid of him. He's fine. He's fine. We're going to move. Nothing happens. He wraps around. Nothing happens. We're going to take damage equal to the power, which is 7. So our 6 and then a 1 is absorbed. He moves. He's going to take 4 more damage, which is the end of that. And he wraps around. We are still alive, but we are asking for a lot of pain on the next turn. We have about maybe 2 turns. If we can maybe get rid of something. We have no way of getting natural 6s at this point because we have a 4, a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Let's just take a look, see what kind of damage we might take. There's 3 potentially, maybe 3 damage. So that's, maybe we can get a 4 and a 5 out of this. So we have a 4 and a 5. That takes care of him. And what did I say? 3 damage, did I say? Yeah, potentially we have 3 damage that we have to mitigate. Right there. We've destroyed him. Now, we could use our dice manipulations to put our 2 2s up to a 3. And then we'll use that 3. Then we have this 4, but we have a 5. We have 1. Okay. A 4 and a 5 can go here. And then we'll roll this 1 dice and see what we get. Who knows? 3. Not a helpful. We'll just put it on our shields for now. And our 3 3s are going to go... What was I doing with 3 3s? Oh, I just 2 3s. Oh, yeah, 3 3s. That's right. There we are. So, going from left to right, we are going to take him down to 1. Oh, yeah, we're going to take him down to 2. Okay, just 1. Oh, there's the other pair. That's why we were doing that. So we'll take him down to 1. And we'll take him down to 2. I may have made a mistake somewhere in here, but you're getting the gist of the game here. That is all. We're going to come down here. He circles around. We're going to get smacked the next time. This is going up. So this sentence is going up to 8, 5. He's going to smack me for 3 damage, as we knew. He's going to go and put the power up 1 more. Now it's 9. He's going to come down. He's going to slap me for... Oh. I should have done that. Oh, well. Well, you've seen a bit of this game. We don't have to take it to the final conclusion because I don't think I'm going to win with just a life or two left. It was a very quick game. I'd say it was more than 15 or 20 minutes. Most of everything is pretty straightforward in terms of the game once you get playing. So let's bump it up to final thoughts, and I'll be with you in a second. So, Doom Machine, wonderful game, loved it. Dice manipulation is one of my favorite mechanics for a solo game, like Astro Force, manipulating dice in order to accomplish something. Every while as the machine is churning, and I do get that feel with that because of the different tracks at different levels, and the machine is repairing itself, and it's throwing damage at me, and it's increasing the sentience and power of the core. When the core finally comes out, it's like, oh my god, I'm not going to make it, or am I going to make it? I think I was close. There was a little confusion at the end for me because I kind of lost track. There's a lot going on in that house. The puppy and the chihuahua were going crazy. But I think we gave you enough of the flavor of this game to really show you how this game works. I like it, for a micro game, component-wise, value in the box, because I think the game was like $20 or something. This is a 10 out of 10 micro game. If you can find it, I say add it to your collection. I don't say that often. Usually I say, make up your own mind. But today, I'm going to recommend this to you if you like the randomness. Remember, this is a lot of random, and it is hard to do because you've got to make the different pairs and sets, and so there's a lot going on in this little tiny game in a little tiny box. But that's all I'm going to say about this game. But if you like what you hear, hit the like button, subscribe, hit bells for notification. Comments down below would be appreciated. Please hit me up on one of the boards that I hang out on. Board Game Revolution, Board Games for Run, everything Board Games Group, Board Games Solo Board Games, Solo Board Gamers, and a bunch of other ones that there's just too many that I can list off here. I thank you for watching today. It is fall here in Yellowknife. The weather is down to a miserable -4 and rainy. A couple more degrees and it would be snowing. My Huskies would like it. I'm indifferent to that. And I just want to thank everybody for tuning in today. So go out and hopefully this weekend have some gaming. Please game.